Now listen, this is my partner Larry. You know what I'm saying? This is for everybody that follow me and wonder how I got into this gambling game. The dude you looking at right here is the reason and the know-how that I got all my game from. Now I got the game from you,
Right.
and I took it to another level, though.
You done took it to another level, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I want to explain something to people. Like, we've been friends for over 20 years, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Brothers.
But,
Ain't no friends, brothers.
Yeah.
We brothers.
But the thing about us is this, man. We take chances. We've been gamblers since day one. Let me show them something right quick. Look, hold on. Let me flip the camera on them right quick. We gamblers.
Absolutely.
This is 13 years ago. Remember we had the text messaging company?
Absolutely. Hey, Mike.
Look.
Mike.
Hold up.
Oh, wow. We sure did.
Hey, we did that, bro.
Mike, we traveled the country, though. Listen, we traveled the country off that, and we ate off that, too. That was dope.
Hey, look, we got on tour with R. Kelly, Keisha Cole, the first time I ever was on
a big stage.
Stages.
But listen, that was dope because I remember you had pulled me up one night and I was up there shaking. I was like, man, damn, I ain't even saying that. I'm just sitting up there. I was in there shaking. You know, 16,000 people. You like, damn, I remember getting up the station, nigga, you do that every night, nigga? Damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, so I wanted to explain to people like, man, we've always been gamblers.
Right.
And hustlers.
Right.
And now we about to embark on it. We ain't never been scared to take a chance. And that's what gambling is.
So I want to change the word, because what we're doing now is we're not gambling now, we're investing. So let's use the proper terminology. So what you're doing now is you're investing, and a lot of people don't understand what we're doing is just really day trading. We understand how to read numbers. I mean, I've taught you how to read the numbers and understand the numbers a little bit better, because that's what it's all about. It's really a day trade. So it's about investing. I don't like to use the term gambling, because people kind of frown upon that, but they don't realize. Right. Like I see people go the other day. I had a homeboy. He's like, yeah, man, I invested in Hertz, and then like, nigga, 12 hours, Hertz was filing for bankruptcy. I'm like, you didn't know? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so you invest. So and he's the type of guy, he would try to talk down on sports betting. And I'm like, well, listen, I get the information. I knew today that 20 players had COVID for the one side. You know what I'm saying? So if I have that information, I know how to maneuver a little bit better if I see the number moving. So we're investing, man. I want you to really use that terminology, because you're no different than on the stock market. I watch people lose their ass on the stock market, and it won't make a bet. And I'll be like, well, damn, I know what the Bulls going to do tonight. I have a good idea. History has taught me what they do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And, a lot of times people don't understand, like, the amount of time that goes into knowing what the outcome of the games are. Like, we put in countless, like, all day
hours.
Like, I get up every morning at 4. I'm multitasking. I'm doing radio, doing different things like that. But I'm also watching the numbers.
Right.
I get off work. I'm watching my son practice. I'm watching the numbers.
Right.
And then right before that game starts, I can look on that board and know exactly what the fuck is going to happen in them games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that, like, a lot of times people think that you're betting the players, you're betting the teams. No, Mike, we're betting the number. The number is what up there, what they put up there. So it's really, we're following the number. It's not necessarily the team, it's the number. Like, it's the number. I don't listen. On today, I bet a game, Northwestern or some. Mike, you couldn't give me $100,000 and tell me to name one player off that team. I couldn't. If you gave me $100,000, said name it, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Yeah. I bet a number.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Me and my son, we watch fights all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I be giving out UFC fights.
Yeah.
And I win all the fights. And I've never seen these dudes get at.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I just pick with the number they putting up there, and I know what's finna happen.
And what people don't understand is all we're really doing is we're following the money, because there's people out there who like, what people don't understand is Vegas is really like, it's bummish to me. Vegas is like the bums of the sportsbook world. I mean, right. I can follow money overseas, which I do on the account that I pay for. So what people don't know is I invest my money into certain sites. And yes, I spend $1,000 a month on getting the information. So as I'm telling you to invest with me, I'm investing as well, so we can get the proper information. Information is everything. And that's the part that they don't understand. So when we say we're watching these numbers all day long, and it can be draining, because you got to make sure you clockwork. Hey, man, listen, all day long, you're watching to see what's moving, where is it moving, how's it moving.
And because I have the type of career that I chose, I have the ability to have the freedom to do that. Most people don't have the freedom to do that at an 8-hour-a-day job. That's where we come in.
That's where we come in. And that's the part.
Yes, invest your money with us.
That's the part they got to realize, is that what I'm trying to do is, so for me, I was getting kicked out of the sports books. When I said kicked out, I wasn't like, they weren't kicking me out because I did something wrong. I'm beating the brakes off of them, right?
Yeah,
and so when they use the term sharp, and listen, I got to be honest with you, you've definitely earned your way to being called a sharp. Like sharp bettors are, the certain numbers we see, we sharp. So when I walk in the casino, I'm respected. So they respected me enough that they, instead of letting me bet $20,000 a game, they would let me, oh, Mr. Smith, you can bet $200. Well, I'm not $200, right? So it's like, all right, cool. So that let me know I'm respected. And especially, I hate to say this, but being an African American, you don't see a lot of sharps out there. We're not considered the smart guys when it comes. But when you start beating them and taking that money and doing other stuff and not giving it back to them, then they realize, damn, this guy's pretty sharp. So that's what you definitely earned that title, bro. I've seen you go on runs of 20 wins in a row. And I'm sitting here going, listen, even the garbage can get a steak. And then I look up 2 weeks later, you go 22-0. I'm like, man, what this nigga hanging out with the aliens. You know what I'm saying? They telling him something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, somebody told me that.
Hey, man, listen, man.
From the future.
Mike, I've seen a lot of people do things, but I've never seen, I'm giving you your props, bro. I've never seen people do what you're doing and consistently. And what people don't understand is when you're hot. You got to roll with them. And that's the thing about sports investing is that determines a winner and a winner. So for me, I'm sitting here going, I'm riding with him. I'm finna pay that. I'm finna cash out the 100 and pay him. I'm finna get the 50. He hot. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody not, so what? One thing I try to teach is when you hot, press your bets up. And when you're not going well, press them down. You betting $110 a game, you hot, press it to 220. If you're not going well, man, make you a couple $10 bets till you get back right and get the energy back right. And that's the difference. You get your bankroll right. So that's the difference. But you're doing your thing, man.
I want to let people know this. What is the 3 main things you're going to need to start investing your money in sports?
So, okay, there's a couple of things. Number one, you got to have a bankroll, right? Your bankroll is how much money you start with. And that's really the most important part. They say if you only bet, so your bankroll is like, if you start with $2,500, then like a guy like that, I would tell you to bet, like $220 a game, right? Because you start with $2,500. So I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm gonna bet 3 games a day. I'm just gonna have you bet $220 a day, so that way you don't just blow all your money. You know what I'm saying? And that's the discipline that most people don't have. And that's why I say this is an investment. And it's a business, Mike. Listen, the way I've tried to teach you and tell you is we're gonna start on Mondays and we're gonna end on Sundays. That's our business hours, right? And if we're winning on Saturday and Friday, we can press the bet down Sunday so we can guarantee ourselves a win for the week. I think that's the major part is your bankroll. You got to have in today's society. You need to have an application, a William Hill, a station,
BetMGM, whatever.
BetMGM. You got to have an app. What we try to do is have all of them, so then that way I can get you the best number. Because what I mean by the best number is you may get you may get 2.5 at stations, but on William Hill you get +3, and that could be the difference between you pushing
and you winning and losing that day.
And winning and losing. So it's very important that you try to spread your money out, so you always have money on all of them. And I think the third thing is, man, you got to bring discipline to the game, because this can get you going. You gotta take your lumps when you had a bad day and go and sit down and wait for the next day. That's what I like about sport betting.
And let me explain something else to people. The parlay game is for goofies.
Suckers, lollipops.
You are a sucker if you put 15, 7 teams on one ticket and think you're gonna win.
Right.
You know, that's not logical in this investing that you're doing.
Absolutely.
We like to do one game a day. If we get 3, 4, 5 games, if we win more than we lose, we won money for the day.
So I always try to tell people to look at it this way. And this was taught to me by some guys that are very smart. He told me, he goes, if you took 3 straight bets and you bet, let's just say, I'm going to use hypothetically $550 is the even number. So I bet $1,650, so $550 on the game, $550 on the game, $550 on the game. If I win 2 of those games, 2 of those tickets that win and the one that lost, if I cash out 2 of them, it's going to pay me $2,100. So I bet $1,650. That means I make $450 for the day, you know. I think people forget.
Get that.
Yeah, they forget, man. I don't know too many people that make $450 a day.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Make $450 in a day. You went to work for 8 hours.
8 hours,
you
right.
Was struggling, you know what I mean? Knuckles hurting, your neck hurt because you was on the laptop too long. You know what I mean? You got bags under your eyes. You went to work for that.
So if you bet a parlay, if you bet a 3-team parlay, you lose that one game, you lose all your money. You may not be putting up less, but that's too hard. So it's about a percentage here. So everything is business. In school they taught you percentages and math. And for us, for me, I think I told somebody this in sports betting, if you got to win like 54% of the time in order to be a good if you win a 60%, you great. You're making big money all day long. I don't care if you bet $20 a game, you making some money over the time. But people look at those tickets and they see, man, I only bet $20, but it's gonna pay me $1,800. Well, listen, but then they'll have 9 $20 tickets in their hand, and I'm like, well, why you just didn't take that 200 or the $180 or whatever it is, and go ahead and straight bet 3 of those games, $55 a piece, and you would have made you $40, $50 for the day, or $100 or $200. People lose the value of money.
Yes, I told people the other day, man, that if you found somebody that could give you 55% winners, 55% winners, and you bet those games correctly, you can be a multi-millionaire.
Absolutely, 100%.
I'm at 72, 75 damn near.
Right.
Come on, man.
Listen,
we gotta eat. And I don't mind sharing my what I learned and who I got it from. This the tree right here, y'all.
Right.
And we coming together as brothers, we family.
Right.
We got G5 Consultants. And y'all log in, tap in, and get this money with us every week. Because right now, everybody need it bad as hell right now.
Listen, I keep telling them, man, you got to get an extra form of income. You got to really do it. I don't want to lose it, man. Listen, you're going to lose days. It's going to be days, but it's not about a day. It's about a week. It's an overall view. You don't go to work and have great days every day. Every now and then you might have a bad day. It's just going to happen. It's part of it, but it's a business. And if you treat it like a business, and this is what throws me off. People will go up and set out LLCs and they'll do all these things. They spend all this money. But then when I tell them, yo, man, my fee is $250 for the week, they'll be like, what? I'd be like, well, you got to go spend $1,500 for the LLC. Then you got to pay rent somewhere. Listen, there's no rent. There's no rent. You do it from your phone. It's on your app. I mean, we're saving you the money. We're doing the time. If you have another job, I'm not telling you to quit your job and do this. I'm saying go to work and create another stream of income. I took my story. I took my money I created 2 other businesses. One is a multi-million-dollar business, and then the other one is a multi-million-dollar business, all from sports betting.
Yeah, that is facts. When this pandemic hit, all my money stopped. I can't do no movies, no commercials, no nothing. Half your money gone from whatever I was doing. This sports betting, homie, let me tell you, I was about 28,000 in the whole credit cards.
Right.
In 1 month, all my credit cards zero balance.
Right.
I go on Credit Karma every day and be like, woo! I can get whatever I want.
Right. And listen, but I give you credit because
the gambling.
It's because you learn to straight bet. And over time, like I said, them parlays, man. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'll bet a 2-teamer every blue moon. I've hit some tickets. I've hit some parlays. But when my mentor, may he rest in peace, when he told me I was a goofy, he was like, man, you was a lollipop.
Yeah.
I said, lollipop, a sucker. I started laughing. I was mad at first, and then I started looking at all my tickets. I got a bathroom full of tickets, bro. You go in my bathroom, take a shit. You look on the wall, and it's a $1,000 3-teamer, loser.
Yeah.
A $5,000 3-team, a loser. But if you look at all of them, I got them topped off. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. So if I was straight betting all those games, they would all be winners.
Winners, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want to be goofies, man. We don't want to be goofballs.
Look, check this. Y'all tap in. All the information is underneath this video. You know what I mean? You could directly get at me on Instagram at Mike P Comedy. And if you're looking for some extra income, you know what I mean? And we ain't running no hustle or this ain't nothing to gain with us, homie. This is factual. You can run our plates with anybody that has spent with us and they will let you know. We honest. And we real as hell. You know what I mean? About to get yourself in too.
And that's the thing. You got to be careful when you're buying picks from people because, back in the old days, the dudes what they used to do is they used to call up and be like, let's say you called up, be like, yo, man, give me the pick for the day, and I'd be like, yo, listen here, man, I'm gonna give you the Dallas Cowboys today, right? And then you hang up on I'm betting the Cowboys. Then the next guy call in, they'll be like, the Cowboys are playing the Giants. Then the next day, the next guy call in, he'll be like, who you like? He'll be like, I love the Giants, baby. So he gave the one guy the Cowboys, he gave the other guy the Giants, so one of them gonna win. For me, and I've told you this, man. If we just honest and do it the right way, I show every bet that I play. I play it myself. So I show you, I bet it.
Absolutely, and the thing about it too with me, man, is it's like money to get it and to keep it coming. It's energy.
Absolutely.
You get it in my DMs talking about. If I lose this, then what? Man, I don't even want your money, man. Go on somewhere, homie. You can go give it to somebody else. It ain't even that serious to me.
Right.
I like to deal with people who understand what it is they're doing. And, it is what it is. Win, lose, and draw with me, homie. But I'm not going to sit here and run no gimmick or tell no lies. This is what it is. You going to do it or, you cannot do it, move it.
I mean, Mike, it's crazy. It's crazy that people they got to understand. You got to take the good with the bad. This week, for example, I started off 1-1, but we gave out 2 games on Monday. On Tuesday, we was 1-1, right? So we 2-2. Then on Wednesday, we went ahead 3. Then we finally started to win a little bit. But that's how it goes. It's an investment. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And you got to be smart. And if you don't want to take if you don't want to invest, then go sit under a rock and sit back. But don't look back and be mad when you see.
Watching me because I'm telling you right.
And I guess the thing that gets me is like when people that don't want to pay the $250. I'm like, well, what other investment I know people that will go and put thousands of dollars into an IRA or certain things, and that money's gone, fam.
Gone.
They've wiped them out.
Buying a house is like buying a sports ticket. You just waiting on it to win. You know what I mean? But the whole time you got to pay your taxes on it.
Absolutely.
All that. It's the same damn thing when you invest in this sports. But you get your money that day.
Hey, listen, and for the record, you know this about me. I bought 4 houses off of sports betting. 4.
Yes.
Cashed them out on the west side in my neighborhood. Cashed them out. I would hit a big ticket. I would hit, you know, I would take 50,000, go buy a house on the west side. Now those houses are $150, $170. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Well, people don't understand. I took that money and then I parlayed it into homes and other things. So you can do this. It's doable. It takes time.
Man, absolutely. I had a dude tell me he started his whole company off my sports picks.
Right.
Period. So this is what we gonna do today. Get at us. All the information is right here underneath the screen. I just wanted to give y'all an introduction to what you're getting into and explain to you how it actually absolutely has to go. And we finna eat today.
That's
right. What I mean? Don't believe me? Come on back to my Instagram at about 4:30. You gonna see. Ain't nothing. Hey, look, I show on my Instagram, ain't nothing I'm lying about. I tell you exactly how the whole day go. You could just go back on the story, be like, he said that.
He said it, right? Yeah, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But you're reading the numbers, man. You're reading the numbers, and that's important, man. A lot of people don't understand what it takes, and there's so many little intricate parts that go to what we're doing. And one little thing, you got to be careful. You can. We'll get into the discussion about certain things later, but for now, you know, hopefully they subscribe and they understand that this is real. We making money. For me, I put all my plays up there. If I go 0-3, I put it up there. I want you to see. I'm not going to BS you. It is what it is. It's part of it. You know what I'm saying? As quickly as I can put a 3 in, I can put an 0-3. But at the end of the week, the bottom line is, did I make money? If I started with 1,600, and I look up and now I got 4,500, you know what I'm saying? I made some money for the week.
Made some money. Yep. So I'm finna go on up here and cash this other ticket I got, and then I'm finna pull up on you in these things I just bought.
Okay, all right. And let the people know. Let the people know. We got more Zoom calls coming. We want people to, you know, we'll start bringing some people on, but we got to keep this up so people get informed and really understand.
Every Sunday, we will be dropping these Zoom calls about the games we like. This is just the introduction of what we do and what's to come. And we gonna eat. That's for sure. We gonna get some money.
So listen, I got 3 games that I've been tracking since last Monday for Sunday. I got 3 for tomorrow. Hit the DM. Hit the G5 number 5 _ sports consultants. Hit us in the DM. Get your subscription, and I'm tracking my 3 games. I'll let y'all know what it is once you subscribe and go from there.
Absolutely, and I got about 5 picks, including half times, that I've been tracking. I've been killing the over/under halftime.
Yep, yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Like 15-0 betting unders and overs.
Absolutely.
On the real.
Absolutely.
Real.
100%.
So I'm gonna holler at you later, man, and we gonna fuck with y'all next week. Same time, same Versace roll.
All right, family. I'll hit you later.
For sure.